Naimisha is a UPSC aspirant. Naimisha, you tell us, you hear these politicians shouting at each other, and the fact is that, as you said, 3 young lives have been lost. You WhatsApped me yesterday feeling completely distraught about what had happened. Give me your feelings of a young UPSC aspirant, what happened yesterday.
Rasid, the first thing I'm rather, surprised and flabbergasted with the fact is that the politicians shouting at the highest pitch of their voice right now. I wish they had done it at the point of time when things were all going wrong, when the corruption was just happening, when it was in front of their own eyes. And Mr. Bharadwaj was there, and he told that their MLAs are very amicable. I myself, I stay here in this area. Just few houses away from is the mayor who stays there. The N number of times I have tried getting in touch with the MLA, the mayor, on the same issue about the water drainage system happening. The live wells hanging. You just go out of the house, you find live wells hanging. I wish if they had listened to that even once.
What did when you tried to get in touch with them, did anybody respond to you? Did the MLA, the mayor, nobody?
I have N number of my WhatsApp messages there, the N number of times since last 3 years, including during the election times, because we thought that, okay, this is the election time, maybe they would end up responding to us, but not even then. And the mayors, they stay just maybe 3 houses away from here. And right now, even behind my building, even under my building, in the basement, there are libraries. No one can just say that it never came into their notice. It's just nearly impossible.
That is also, of course, clear negligence. That here is a study circle which is not allowed to use the basement for a library, has chosen, despite the warnings about basements not being misused, to do so. So they too have a responsibility. Rajiv Karkaria, convener Seva City, is everyone in some way or the other. Whether it's the LG's office, whether it's the MCD, whether it's the Aam Aadmi Party government, whether it's the Rao study circle, all of them in some way have to be held culpable, surely. Where does the buck stop?
Yes, and unfortunately the buck stops when we stop the political slugfest, when we look for solutions, and we in the city, Seva City, have been trying to find the solutions since 2004. And when we say, where did the problem start? It started in 2002 itself, when the entire drainage system of Delhi had collapsed. The desilting is a hogwash that is carried out every year after year. We have made complaints. Why waste money on desilting? Because there are no drains to be desilted. The water perpetually flows on the roads and finally find their way into some open drain where the stagnant water rots, breeding mosquitoes. But coming back to the whole problem, the problem lies beyond the drainage system. The problem lies with DDA also. DDA is going way beyond the carrying capacity of the city. Supreme Court had well said, DDA till now sitting pretty, but all these basements allowed and various activities that DDA has made over 275 amendments to the activities allowed in the residential areas. The mixed land use is the biggest bane. All these roads, they won't be that much, what is happening is the drains are being covered for parking in residential areas, in commercial areas. The roads
you're really hitting the nail on the head. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right, and therefore, Mr. Mamgen...
Hear me out further.
Yeah, please finish. Go ahead.
No, I want to finish it, brother. Give me half a minute.
Please go ahead.
I want to blame the Parliament also, which has since 2006, Parliament has been giving special powers under the Special Powers Provision Act. All the activities that the DDA officials, because of their vested interests, keep approving the various activities allowed on mixed land use streets, and there's a Special Powers Provision Act keeps on being extended to the next year. Master Plan 2041. It was supposed to come in 21, but even the Master Plan 2041 doesn't have a drainage master plan. What are we talking about?
Okay.
And they're doubling up the density of the city by bringing in more and more
I'm going to put up some of those figures.
This is a non-stop marketplace.
Yeah, it's corruption. At the end of the day, let's cut the chase and say the level of corruption wherein you have, look at the way the system is it's designed in 1976. You now allow mixed land use across areas of this city, including in very congested neighborhoods. DDA officials, MCD officials pass those plans, money allegedly is paid under the table, and we the citizens suffer. Naimisha, you want to make a point? Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Rajdeep, one of the major thing, it's not just corruption, but the fact that just some time ago they ended up arresting the person who was driving the Thar. I mean, it's far more funny. I mean, if they had the power, they would have tried arresting Indradev for pouring of rain, I guess. Because instead of going after the people who are actually have been in the corruption, no leaders have been arrested, no one from the MCD, nothing.
Right.
But they ended up arresting someone who was just driving a car there.
Jagdish Mamgen, how was this allowed? How is a basement allowed to be misused? It's not just here. It's across this city. It's the worst kept secret that MCD officials are allowing it. And most people believe monies change hands. ये corruption है, भ्रष्टाचार है.
Rajiv, this is a different issue. In Delhi, there are a lot of hodgepodges there. One thing I want to say in this context, the building bylaws and master plan is drafted by DDA. And DDA vice chairman, God knows, somebody comes from Karnataka, somebody comes from Chandigarh. He is the vice chairman. They draft the building by plan for Delhi, and Delhiites are away from the system. The center government notify it. MCD
Sir,
is
but
the
if an
agency
if a
which has to
complaint,
implement it.
sir, if a complaint was
This
filed that a basement is being misused, it is for the MCD to act right away. Yes, RP Singh, you have been putting up your hand for a while.
Yes.
Go ahead,
RP
Singh.
One thing.
No, let RP Singh respond. I'll come back to you, RP Singh.
Well, I
Yes, I
accept
will let
Jagdish's
you.
point of view. I accept Jagdish's point of view that we need more sensible people in the city, especially the officers who are appointed here. They should be more Delhiites and then people from outside, because they will know Delhi better than anyone else. But that point aside, I mean, as for passing on the buck, saying that officers don't accept our command, that's wrong. Because the same officers have built up that 56 crore rupees of Sheesh Mahal or Hawa Mahal for the
Sir, you said that. Are you telling me there is no corruption? No, RP Singh, you know this city better. You know that the entire mixed land use is being used for massive corruption. Why don't you accept it? Let's cut the chase.
Rajiv,
you have also ruled the MCD. The Aam Aadmi Party has ruled the MCD. सब पैसे का खेल है. This is the truth.
राजीव एक सेकंड. और सेकेंडली करप्शन तो है ना, तभी तो चीफ मिनिस्टर अंदर है जेल में, पर उनके ऑर्डर तब माने गए थे.
No, Rajiv, this is not done.
Okay, one minute. Okay, RP Singh has made his point. Yes, Reena Gupta, what do you want to say? Because you see, the Aam Aadmi Party claimed that they would bring us a new form of governance. Now, you've been in power for 10 years. You claim that the government of the day doesn't work with you, the LG's office doesn't work with you. Sheila Dikshit ruled this city for 15 years. I didn't hear the same amount of blame game that I've heard in the last few. Is it that simply you cannot work with others, or they won't work with you?
Rajdeep, this is not in Delhi. You have seen this in every opposition ruled states, that the Bharatiya Janata Party is trying to meddle in the affairs of the state government. That's point number one. Point number two, it is not like this Rao Circle basement had come up yesterday. This has been going on for decades. And
so why didn't your
Janata
MLA and
Party
councillor protest? Why didn't your local MLA and councillor protest, go there and say, look, that there is the basement is being misused? There were complaints given to them. Nimisha is saying she tried to contact the mayor.
The complaints were given to the commissioner of MCD, and that is what we've been saying, that even now they have not arrested the owner of Rao Study Circle. Again, because the owner is related to Bharatiya Janata Party, they have arrested some lower level staff of the Rao Study Circle. Why can't they go and arrest the owners? Why are they not shutting down all of these illegal commercial basements that have come up all over the city under the watch of Bharatiya Janata Party MCD? They ruled Delhi MCD for 15 years. In 1 year, Aam Aadmi Party cannot undo all the corruption of the last 15 years. Having said that, unless the Supreme Court rules on the matter of services in Delhi, we will continue to have this issue that the selected people like LG, they continue to rule Delhi through the secretaries and the chief secretary. Have you heard of in any other state that a chief secretary gets 2 extensions without the consent of the chief minister of that state? Why is the chief
Where is
secretary
the
continuing
chief
to get
minister?
extension? They can't find any other officer in the
Where
whole
is the
country
chief
that
minister?
the same chief
Okay.
secretary continues to get an
I,
extension.
okay, I've
It is
heard both
only
of you.
because
I want to go to
they
Rajiv
want
again.
to.
I've heard both of you. You made strong points. No, look, at the end of the day, this program in a way reflects the problem, this passing the buck. And part of the problem is structural. The way Delhi is structured at the moment, I said Bhagwan Bharose. Sardar R.P. Singh will say LG is not accountable and Reena Gupta will say AAP government. The fact is, as a citizen, I believe it is the job of the LG and the Chief Minister to work together and find a way. Otherwise, I hold both of them accountable. And it cannot be for R.P. Singh to only blame the Aam Aadmi Party government and Aam Aadmi Party to only blame the centre. We, the citizens, need better governance. And this is true of many of our cities. Rajiv Kakaria, if you had one suggestion, what would it be today to save our cities?
We need a comprehensive master plan, not pandering to lobbies and vested interests. We need to plan the city on firm laws which can actually be implemented. Unlike it, and it should be taken away from DDA, which is totally inept. They are incapable. They have, this is a Save Our City 45-50 page proposal that we had given for one case study of Mukherjee Nagar, where there are a whole lot of such coaching centers and hostels, etc., where the fire also broke out. We've given suggestions. At least get our suggestions. I don't know how many should I show. These are just the few. We have reams of paper where we've told GDA that, listen.
I take your point, sir. Nobody
Please.
there, kisi ki sunwai
Because
nahi
there,
hai.
unless, because, and उनकी सुनवाई नहीं. And उसके अलावा देखिए plinth, just try and imagine you are allowing multiple floors on the same house and you're not even bothered where the plinth level is. There's a thing called the zero basement at the road level. Every year the road level rises, every 5 years the road level rises. The water has but nowhere else to go but into the open area in front of the house.
Rajiv,
the basement.
I have run out of time. I think you've raised some very valid points, as have all our guests. This is today Delhi. And that's why we seem to be focusing on it. Our parliament has woken up, Home Ministry has woken up, everyone in the media has woken up. Think about it. This happens across our cities. Our cities are terribly unplanned and our civic authorities, all of the guests will agree, have been a den of corruption. And that is the reality, the harsh reality of this country. Whether R.P. Singh or Reena Gupta or Saurabh Bhardwaj admit, the truth is that official Babu Neta nexus on the ground has destroyed our cities. So instead of find catchwords like smart city, let's get smart with our governance and let's hold people accountable. Whoever was responsible, the MCD commissioner, the chief secretary, all of them must be held accountable. The video that Saurabh Bhardwaj showed is shocking. The report, the audio that was shown just now by R.P. Singh is equally important. All of these require, these three young, Tanya Soni, who will be held accountable? What will you tell her parents? What will you tell Nevin Dolwin's parents today? What do they do today? And what will you tell this young girl Shreya Yadav's parents? That we failed you. That we failed our basic responsibility as civic officials and elected leaders and indeed non-elected LGs in this city. Enough is enough. If you don't wake up now, you never will. And that is the tragedy of cities like Delhi and indeed most of the cities of this country. Enough is enough. And that's why we've dedicated this full show to this. It is about Delhi today. It could be any other place, any other locality tomorrow. I just hope that we don't leave our cities Bhagwan Bharose.